Hello, everybody. How are you guys?
Hello, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. It's school tomorrow.
Yay.
That's
Yeah,
one thing about being a teacher. If you give school, it's still like school. Although you did 12 years of your own life of school. Are you keeping well?
I must say, I think we're all excited to have our students back.
Yep. Yes.
Not to be
Yes.
teaching into a camera lens.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. They're all back. Ooh, I can't wait for Monday. I want to see them all right in front of me. It's going to be so much fun. A lot of fun.
Awesome.
We haven't had them in class for so long, all of them at once. So yeah, no, this is going to be a bit of a challenge, but yeah, we'll get through it. So yeah, Niels. So I believe that you are going to lead us into our Sunday salad motley mix. So I'm going to give the reins over to you.
Yeah. So today we're talking about Wat Phnom. Now, to get a bit of background on it, so Wat technically means a pagoda, so or a Buddhist temple. So that is the meaning of Wat. And then Phnom, we all know the city is Phnom Penh, and to Phnom Penh is two divided into two words. Phnom being mountain, and Penh being the name of a lady that lived here a long time ago, in the 1400s to be exact. So what happened is the old lady, or Lady Penn, who was living here, actually found a log coming down the river, and in the log she found two little statues. And then she gathered up all her neighbors to help her build Phnom, the little mountain where Wat Phnom is. So it's about 27 meters high, and it was built by the community, and at a later stage someone else came by, and obviously they made the pagoda there as well, and the man also insisted on having his stupta, which is their form of grave or memorial. So he insisted to have him and his family's ashes placed in a stupta that was built there, and over the ages built and rebuilt until what it is today.
Okay, that's interesting. Oh, you guys
Yeah,
have
so
looked there. That's quite interesting. I mean, especially if a lot of people do not know about the country Cambodia. I mean, when we moved here, everybody asked us, where is that? I mean, it is like literally a small little spot in Asia. So yeah, if you look at the world map, I did a few weeks ago, I did it in science with my students, and in geography, and yeah, they wanted me to show them where Cambodia is, and they couldn't believe that their country is so small. So like, there, see that little spot, that is Cambodia. So yeah, it is interesting. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, so to just tell everyone, we had the opportunity to go there together on Saturday, and we went there to take some photos and to see it for ourselves, as we have not been there since we arrived in Cambodia. And we are really excited to share with you guys what we saw and how it actually looks inside of the pagoda. For me, I think for most of us, or for all of us, it was the first time that we actually went inside of the little pagoda. So it's quite interesting to see what's going on the inside for someone who is not used to visiting a pagoda.
Yeah, no, especially the walls and everything that's painted inside. It's beautiful. It is something actually very beautiful to see. the way they did it and all the statues, and it's actually like we have churches in South Africa. This is their church. That is where they pray and bring offerings and things. And it was absolutely, absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's part of the history. And I think, Niels, how did the Wat Phnom came about? Is it because she found those two little statues?
Because she found those two little statues, and so she got the community together to raise up the little mountain there, and so it was actually originally Phnom Penh was called Phnom Don Penh.
Yeah.
So Don being the lady, so it was named after her. But it was only at a later stage where it was named after her because of the city leader or whatever. So it was a more tribal time at that stage. So they obviously had a tribe leader or whatever form it is, the chief of the village or what don't know what to call it really. So it was him that started calling it that after named the city after the lady who found these two little statues in the piece of 4 statues that she found in the log. And so I think when it comes to statues and little statues, the temple is just filled with hundreds and hundreds of these little statues that is really, really interesting to see if you have a look at it. And then also, like you said, the murals in the place is just exceptional, running from the walls all the way up to the ceilings. It is actually part of the ceilings. It almost looks like the Sistine Chapel from that Michelangelo painted. So yeah, it is quite decorated really nicely. And there is a lot of pathways in the place, so you can walk around a bit and see quite a bit of the town as well. You've got a couple of viewpoints where you can see nicely around town as well.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not even, they don't really, they charge you $1 to go in, which is not a lot, and I assume they will use that money to upkeep the place. I mean, it's worth paying that $1. I mean, if it was a little bit more, I would have still paid it because it was absolutely beautiful to see. Yes, sorry, Ella.
Not only the inside of the temple itself, but the outside of the walls and how it's decorated on the outside, and the statues that's built on the outside going into the temple. It's really amazing to see the detail and everything that they have. Hi, how are you?
Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late. Nature has its urgencies, but good. Sorry. Please do carry on. My screen.
I must agree with you. The detail on those walls and on the statues is amazing. And I mean, most of those statues that's standing outside looks like it's made out of cement. So those things are very, very heavy. And also the details on the walls and inside the pagoda or the temple is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Andre is going to show you a few photos that we took there yesterday when we were there.
Did you go through the history of the? Have you guys been through the history of the?
Yes.
Yeah, we went a little bit into it. I don't know if you've got a write-up there that you can share with us. I know you took a picture of the.
Yeah, I just have a little bit of a picture there, and Oops,
I'm guessing that your second screen left us again.
No, screen just out. Again.
Yeah. I see our viewers is also asking about that.
Yeah. Is the screen going? Yeah, no, I have.
Yep.
I've just been speaking in tongues and
So,
everything
so.
to that effect.
We'll have to
So-
put the piggy bank together and buy a new screen for
No, it's not the screen. We've come to that conclusion. But Nielsen and I went on to Restream today, and everything was a lot this week, and everything was cool. And
And then you and Divan went on
to StreamYard, and everything was cool. It's just like, and we went live, and we did all kinds of things, and I'm at a loss. I'm at a total loss. But let's get going quickly. So we looked at Wat Phnom. We've been to Wat Phnom, and I think you've been explaining, as far as what I can be hearing from the distance that I was in there at the moment, that it is a beautiful, beautiful little jewel in the heart of Phnom Penh. And yeah, it's an artificial hill of about 27 meters high, which is the highest Buddhist edifice in Phnom Penh, believe it or not. So 27 meters. So Phnom Penh's pretty flat, if we want to take a look at it that way. Legend has it that in 1372, a wealthy lady asked all the inhabitants to help raising up a real little hill on a hillock in front of her house called Phnom Don Pen. Together with her neighbors, built a sanctuary on Phnom to place 4 statues of Buddhas found in the large koki tree trunk, that had drifted away from the mainland. And in 1434, King Pania Yat established a city around Phnom by giving the name Phnom Don Pen, which became soon known after as Phnom Penh, which is, as we know, the city where we live, the city where Wat Phnom is, and it is the capital of Cambodia. A large stupa was built at the top of the hill to store the ashes of his family. The stupa has been removed and transformed several times in 1434, 1806, and 1926. And these works have embellished the site of Wat Phnom over time. So basically what we would say is Wat Phnom is the birthplace or the originating place of Phnom Penh. I don't know if you covered that or if I've just repeated anything to that effect there. But yeah, I will still be making little clips of these because, let's see if I can open them all with photo. Otherwise, we're going to have a hideous little time. But open it. That is, oh geez.
While you're busy with that, I think we just want to congratulate Divan and Sophia. They are quite big supporters of ours, and they had their, if I'm not wrong, 2 years anniversary this week. So congratulations to you guys. I hope there is much more love and happiness and a great future with you and Sophia, Divan and Sophia together as well.
Yes, happy anniversary, you two.
Happy anniversary, all three, both of you. Okay, got to get it sharing. Let me try and share this screen and see if it will work. Maybe I shouldn't share the audio because some things a little louder than what we need. That is the inside of the temple on the top of Phnom Penh. Now these photos unfortunately need to be put into order in that still and crumbs. This is so okay. So tell me if I'm out or anything like that because I at the moment can't see on the screen because I don't have my second screen, so the photos are just like totally open now. But yeah, that's mainly the inside of that little temple at the top of Wat Phnom. I'm going to have to try and do this. Sorry, I'm going to have to do it with that over there. There's your big Buddha. This is where the people pray and they make donations and that. I think that's why you were talking about foreigners paying like a dollar to go in. I think foreigners actually pay a dollar to go in because of the fact that there aren't really, foreigners don't really do the donations and the, I don't know, not the tithing, but the, the donations to the monks and that as much there. So I think, when you get the local, you actually get quite a bit of collections, but foreigners, I think a dollar is really not that bad at all. There's a picture of the Buddha, and as you can take a look at the walls. I think I heard Niels talking about the walls and that, and comparing it almost to the Sistine Chapel. Yeah, it's maybe not as big as the Sistine Chapel, but it has absolutely stunning paintings from the wall. As you can see behind that Buddha there, those are the paintings on the wall, and they extend across on top of the ceiling in Wat Phnom. If you take a look again, and now if you pay attention to the sides, the walls, and the ceiling over there, it is absolutely amazing looking there. That's the outside of the temple. That's where you would go up. There's stairs that go up, and we'll see the stairs again. Please, guys, fall in there if you need to say anything or bring anything there. But that is the stairs. That's the outside of the temple that we've just seen the inside of. That's from some of the stairs. As you can see, it is absolutely lush and beautiful. It's like a little bit of
nature on its own.
Yeah, nature in the middle of Phnom Penh, which is beautiful. There's another one of the little, I nearly said chapel. It's a temple. Huh?
Yeah, and you can actually see it's like a tower-shaped thing in the back behind the temple. That is actually the stupa that was built and rebuilt, and so yeah, that is probably the last update in 1926 that was built to that statue over there.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the ashes in that we're talking about?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Great. Super. So yeah, Niels inspecting the lions over there, checking if it's Simba or not. But once again, it's just the greenery and everything around it. It's absolutely lush and beautiful. I don't know, one of the markers, I'm not too sure what that is at the moment.
That's another stupa.
Also containing ashes or something like that. You were talking about it when we were there, yeah. And I wasn't too sure, but yeah, that's great. Once again, as you can see, in absolute beauty, it's really beautiful. There's on the corners, they have carvings. They have the most stunning carvings, guys. Off the paving.
So even in on the roofs, it looks like these little statues holding up the roof that they put right around that temple, which is absolutely amazing.
I think what makes it so beautiful is the amount of detail that went into each and every statue that's built on that temple grounds. From coming in where there's the snakes at the stairs, to going up to the lions and seeing the statues of the ladies, or the, I don't know, chicken ladies on the sides of the temple, and everything it's spectacular to see the detail and the artwork that goes into making those.
Yeah,
they have an immense amount of detail. Yeah, if you take a look, I think, yeah, that's the stairs going up the little 27-meter little hill. Once again, as Inandi is referred to, is the details.
So on this photo, the detail of the copper in the back is not as bright, or you cannot see the detail. It just looks a little bit like texture. That is actually about 50 horses with carriages, some of them still attached to the horse. Oh, there you can see it.
Yeah.
It's horses with carriages, and some of them running, some of them standing, some of the carriages loose, some of them still attached to the horse. it's really amazing to see the detail that went into the artwork. Oh, sorry, into the artwork.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
I
there's
think,
little Khmer people on the carriages as well.
yeah,
Yeah, I suppose
it's amazing because
Yeah.
you know what is amazing is this isn't hand pressed. It is handmade, or isn't pressed. It is handcrafted. All of these things are crafted by hand. It's not a press produced or anything like that. Which is, once again, they're the stairs, the lions, and then the snakes at the bottom. I'm actually always intrigued because across, and we haven't done udon yet, and we do have a set of pictures. It's just we have a amazingly huge amount of pictures to go through for udon. But if you go, we will do udon as well. The temple. It's also got the lions and the snakes and that. And I think basically what we would do one session is we would take a look at different religious symbols and things in Cambodia. And we can take a look at that and maybe identify almost griffin-like lions and explicit detail on everything. There's the stairs going up there. They go up there to the little temple at the top. The little snake heads at the bottom. There's the Wat Phnom historical site. Just about it. I did go through that. Then we walked around the side because you can go around the side there as well. Yeah, the snake heads.
And these snake heads all have like 7 heads. Is that
1,
7?
2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
7
5, 6,
heads.
7, yeah.
Niels,
Yes.
can you quickly look up for us why they have these snake heads all around their temples and what it symbolizes?
I will quickly have a look here because that is quite prominent. You see it not only at this temple, but quite a lot of temples around, and even at some bridges you cross, the hand railings on the bridge is the 7-headed snake.
Thanks. Yeah. So there are the stairs, as you can see it with the growth. That is the little hillock, as they would call it, because you can't really even call it a hill. That has the stairs up to the temple, which is Wat Phnom. That's just across the road from it. I thought that was a very beautiful building, very neat. The electricity building, or the water, no, it's electricity. And then again, that's just how it is formed now. It is very, very difficult because it was quite late in the evening or late on in the early evening when I took this, so I got a bit of a bad reflection in there. But as you can see from where you would go up, this is the hill, and there is actually a circle, a road around Wat Phnom. And this whole like little temple, which is at the top of the hillock, is, I think, where were we? I'm not too sure where we came in from. I think over this side maybe. But it's in a perfect like little circle as the hill was built. But yeah, we
Okay,
do.
so,
Sorry.
here, we have some background information.
Okay.
So it says in Hinduism and Buddhism and Jainism, the Naga, which is these 7-headed snakes,
Yeah.
are divine, semi-divine
Deities. Or semi-divine race of half-human, half-serpent beings that reside in the netherworld and can occasionally take human form. They are principally depicted in 3 forms: woolly human with snakes on the head and necks, common serpents, or as half human, half snake beings. A female naga. Sorry, yeah, I just lost my place there.
let me just go back. There we go. Sorry.
They are principally depicted in 3. Sorry, yeah. A female naga is a nagi, nagin, or nagini. Naga Raja is seen as the king of nagas and nagins. They are common and hold cultural significance in mythological traditions of many South Asian and Southeast Asian cultures.
And then there's a little bit more.
Let me just get to it.
So what they actually say is,
Okay, Mukalinda is the name of a Naga snake-like being who protected Gautama Buddha from the elements after his enlightenment. It is said that 4 weeks after Gautama Buddha began meditating under the Bodhi tree, the heavens darkened for 7 days and a prodigious rain descended. However, the mighty king of serpents, Mukalinda, came from beneath the earth and protected with his hood the one who is the source of all protection. When the great storm had cleared, the serpent assumed his human form, bowed before Buddha, and returned in joy to his palace.
I have another, I don't know if it's a myth or whatever as well. It says, seeing that the Buddha was lost in meditation, the serpent, which is known as the Naga king Mushalinda, slipped his coils under the Buddha's body and lifted him above the flood. At the same time, he spread the hoods of his 7 heads to shelter him. And this image is found throughout Southeast Asia. So it's basically near water and things to that effect as well, where you would find the 7-headed Naga within his hood, as you were talking about, because it does stretch across Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and yeah, in Buddhism, as you were saying, I think that's where your protection and that's coming from that you have found in your research over there. As I say, I just got a quick one where we're just talking about when Buddha was lost. I don't know, we'd have to go through the whole story because it would be the story of Buddha, but when he was lost, it was the serpent Naga king. Mushalinda, Muchalinda, put his coils under him to lift him above the flood. So obviously there was some kind of flood. And then he spread his hoods of 7 heads to shelter him as well, which I'm assuming that is what the statuettes are symbols of. That's it.
okay,
And I suppose that's where we get the gambling place's name here, because you said they refer to as Naga.
Yeah.
So I suppose that's where like Naga World and those places come from, etc., because they have a lot of connotation to Naga as such. Okay, so you look further, that's just some lights when the lights go on. There's the one where the lights go on. And that's just a very nice picture where it is, lights go on there. Lighting, that's just on the way home again. Oh, nothing's on.
okay. Well, nothing else at the time?
That's just on the way there. There's just past another circle. I don't know. You mentioned sometime about those 4 faces. Did someone know anything about the 4 faces?
Yes, that is that your place is actually a replica of the Bayon temple, which is also up in Siem Reap.
Okay. This is just going through a couple of streets of when we were going to Wat Phnom. If you'd like to see a little bit of the streets of
Andre, do you have a picture? Oh, look at that. Oh my word. Do you have a picture of or a video of the drums that's at the top of the temple?
Yeah, I do. I just don't have any order at the moment. Because the clock as well, I only have a video part of, and they're all like in 5-second clips. That's one of the, what did you call it, Niels?
Stupta.
Stupa.
Stupta.
Stupta. There we go. very strange. No smoking, but that thing's filled with ash. Anyway, yeah. That's just up there.
That's everybody going up to that.
Going up and down the stairs.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah,
puppet.
Andre, you took a couple of night pictures that will also come up still, and it is absolutely breathtaking at night when they switch on the lights there. It is just so beautiful.
Yeah, this is the type of thick and lush greenery that this place is in. If you look carefully over there, you will actually see that's where the temple and that goes upwards. I know that's like a little bandstand, but what do you call it? Dry lapa.
It's not.
It's a train hole.
Yeah.
As I say, these are all very short because I take them to actually mix them into the movie as such, or into the film, which can't really be more than 3 to 5 minutes. So I do them very, very shortly. And so because they came from yesterday and I haven't had any chance to work on them today, it's just raw footage, guys. I'm sorry, but yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, that's the absolutely the area. And there's a clock.
That's a clock that actually works.
Yeah, we haven't said anything about that clock. So if you drive around Wat Phnom itself, it's like it's a little separate mountain, as we said already. So if you go throughout the streets or on the roads next to it, on a certain stop, you can actually see this insanely big clock. And I'm not sure if there's any clock. Is Big Ben as big as that?
Bigger than that.
Okay, so it's smaller than the Big Ben, obviously, but it's significantly large to think that they were able to actually make a clock and get it to work on actual real time. It's astonishing to see how beautiful they did it, and the clock is actually on the grass, and it's so natural. It's wood, and it's absolutely breathtaking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
they should.
size, that's higher than what we are. If you stand there, that's above our heads.
Yeah. And the clock is even bigger.
Sorry,
Yeah, just to explain a bit on the geographical side of Wat Phnom. So it is in a street called Norodom. So it's right at the northern part of the Norodom. So Norodom, the Independence Monument, which is considered the center or the city center of Phnom Penh, is just down the road from them. So I think the motive was you should be actually be able to see the clock from quite a distance, although mostly you only see it when you're coming up to Wat Phnom. And then also Wat Phnom actually forms the center point of a roundabout in intersection.
yes, yes. So I say it's almost the heart of Phnom Penh as such, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just the etchings and the statuette and carvings from above the clock there, which is it's actually beautifully placed in all the lush green and everything on the side of the little hillock. Gracious Sue. Anyway. I don't know if you're French, you should be able to read that. Something Traitor Francosi. Yamavis is Mark 1907, Batabang, Siem Reap, Siso Pom.
I think he's born March 15
Siso,
March
no.
1907.
Probably, but we're in Batabang and then moved to Siem Reap. I don't know. Anyone read French?
No.
No, my French isn't that great, but yeah, that might be. I'm not exactly sure, but it might actually hold dear to that. Siem Reap was actually the capital of the Khmer Empire, and it's only in later years where Phnom Penh became the capital city of Cambodia.
I don't know if you can see him so well. Yeah, no, I can't really see him. I think it's that chappie down there. Okay, and then just the top of the clock again. As you can see, the size comparison, as Ilandi was actually alluding to earlier, it is rather phenomenally large. As you're walking around up, that's what you can see from the temple. It's not the temple, that's one of your stuptas, huh?
No, that's the one
Yeah.
behind the temple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
That is the
stupa that
Is
you were
that the one
talking
behind
about.
the temple that you were talking about?
yes.
Yeah.
Andrea, I think you got Superman on that video as well.
Where?
Right there, standing ready to take off.
Oh, I think there's Lois is standing right next to him. One of the paths we walked along, because the paths sort of go like around the little hillock and sort of like around and up it. Yeah, I can show that to you like that. Very, shit. Very beautiful. And there's the incense. And do you know a little bit about that?
No, it's just a purifying symbol, as far as I know. The incense is just to purify whatever is around. But I think it is truly beautiful to see the amount of incense that's actually lit at this moment when we got there. It's like a little fire that it's
Like a little
burning.
light. Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and I do actually think that they keep that constant throughout the day. They actually continuously put fresh incense in there to keep it going.
Yeah.
That's a huge amount. Also keeps the rest of Phnom Penh smell away. Anyway, not kidding. Yeah, that's a little drum tower, whatever. This is what you were asking me about, Landy.
Yes.
That is actually the side of the drum, and then do that one there. That is actually the drum, and it looks almost like a picture of Taz on that drum.
It does sort of. One thing that I picked up about the drum is that the drum actually has a hanging point on it. So it might be that that drum was from elsewhere, actually hanging inside the temple or something.
It's something that almost like a gong type of effect or whatever. If you take a look at it, was probably swung to a pendulum or something. But yeah, and then no, it's a dude eating a biscuit. It is. It's a dude eating a biscuit. Check his teeth. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's probably where hentai cartoons started. Okay. Yeah, this is the entrance, the stairs at the top to the little temple there.
Harry Alandi was taking some pictures with random passerbys.
And you've been
You're speaking from the side there.
Yeah.
That's one thing about the Cambodian culture that I can say. The people's really, really friendly. And recently, the foreigners in Cambodia became so. It became so many people coming in from outside that it's new to some of them. Some of them, they're not used to seeing a white foreigner or a darker foreigner, by any means a foreigner, at a pagoda. It's not something that they're used to. And I think especially at Wat Phnom, because it's one of the smaller kind of temples. It's not like Angkor Wat where it's normal for foreigners to go. So it happens quite often when we walk somewhere or we're doing something that random Khmer people taking photos ask you, "Hi, can we please take some photos with you?" And I think that it's part of their culture. They're really friendly, and so there's just an example of how some random girl was just like, "Hi, can we take a photo together?" So
Yeah.
it's quite nice to see the attitude that they have towards people. They want to capture the memory and share it with their family and friends.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, that you mention it, and I know this is going to be a bitter pill for many people to swallow that aren't from Cambodia, but apparently Cambodia is one of the friendliest countries to be in. I know it's not the friendliest. I think Finland is or something like that. But the friendliest. I'm not saying everyone is happy, but they're friendly.
Yeah.
Over here. And it's, as you say, it's wherever you've got to meet. So it is, even though it's a culture shock to come to, the people are still pretty friendly here. Going to another country, I think, would be like, why are you so nasty to me? These people are so good. But yeah, and as you see, over there, you're just like hauled in by a total stranger to take photos.
I think they've got in their culture, hospitality is taken in really high regard. Because Andre, you've experienced it yourself. You would actually just stand next to the road and wait for something or someone, and it wouldn't be uncommon for one of the local people or the people living there, if you're standing in front of someone's house, to actually bring out a chair and give you a chair to sit on. And dare you not sit on that chair, they will really take offense of it.
Yeah, no, indeed. No, yeah, it's just that they are like that. Let's get some more there. I don't even know where I am now. That's from the veranda to the top. Oh no, I'm going back from, but that's just a little guard chappy.
There's my twerking lion.
Yeah, they have twerking lions. Ilandi's twerking lions. Took quite a bit of the entrance that's going up to the entrance again, and then the copper etchings and that there. This is just once again the greenery and the lushness. It is so fresh and beautiful around there. It is.
It's tranquil.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
It's just the carvings on the roof.
It's something people should go and see when they do visit Cambodia as a tourist. Or there's so much to see in Phnom Penh itself that you have quite a bit that you can go to and see while you are in Phnom Penh before you go out of Phnom Penh.
We were just looking at detail again, because that detail is just what, there's the entrance to that. This is inside. There, as you can see, people can do their prayers. Buddha at the top there. There's all the Buddha statues and everything. And there's quite a collection there.
And I have to say, some of the statues does look quite real. It's really detailed. And
tell them why you say so.
Well, just to give the people an idea, there in this photo especially, you can see there's a little girl she's got like an orange kind of dress in the backish kind, just in front of the big Buddha. Yeah, there. So I was looking through the window because we didn't want to go in, and because there was some guys praying, and I was going to the side window and I took a photo. And as I took a photo, I was like, "Oh, I'm being rude. This lady is standing there praying." So I moved on to the next window to see if it's quite a few meters behind that one, to not disturb the lady praying. And then when I got to the second window and I looked through it, and I was like, oh, that is not a lady, it's a statue. So they look pretty real. I have to admit, if you look quickly and you don't know that it's a statue, you will think that it's someone actually standing there praying.
Yeah, funny.
But it's beautiful.
These are the actual paintings on the walls.
There's a lot of
Which-
detail gone into that.
You
painting.
can actually see their culture in there.
Yeah.
And their style of painting. And that is actually the ceiling joining the wall there. And that's onto the ceiling.
It's amazing to see how the people or the things that's painted on the wall, the characters, is the actual characters of the statues that's made with the cement outside. I don't know if you saw, there were statues of guys with very dark beards or hair around their mouths.
Yeah.
I'm actually quite certain that is one of the kind of symbols or kind of people on the painting on that drum. As
Possibly.
the same kind of teeth and everything. It's quite amazing.
I think that's your lady there.
Yes, indeed.
And it does. It looks quite lifelike, actually.
My dear, I've got shocking news for you. That lady is still praying.
Yeah. She's a prayer warrior. There's a dude. I don't know. I'm going to go through everything there.
You could just pause there. On the left-hand side, there's a great example of the amount of essence that they burn at the temples.
Oh, yeah.
That is about what? How many sticks of essence
That's
do you
probably
think?
close to 200 sticks in one container.
If it's not more.
Yeah. Because it's not very thick sticks. It's like little thin, like it's like little pieces of straw almost type of thing. So it's huge amounts, yes. It's quite an amazing experience of the color change there to gold and to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andre, I don't know if you actually caught it, but behind all of these statues, there is another actually like a display case, a glass display case with smaller statues. I do not think that the original statues that Lady Pen found is still actually at Wat Phnom. I think they have been moved to the museum, and they are actually available for viewing at the museum itself.
Well, one of our next visits will be definitely the palace and the museum as well. That's just a room, the ceiling. But yeah, we will hit the palace and these things. Yeah, wherever we can photograph, we will, and I'll try and make them a little bit in order again. That's also just a wall photo.
I think the paintings in this temple is also about their religion and way of life, how they used to live and things like that when it was that time. So it's actually a bit of history that's painted on that ceiling and on the walls.
Their children are painted so maturely.
Yeah.
It's just outside again. That's just the lushness of it all and the beauty. Those flowers just look really pretty to me. This is down the side. This is where Ilandi met her lady, looking through the window there.
You actually got me through the window there as well.
I think it's this one.
No. The lady that I'm talking about is literally right behind that pillar. Right behind it.
Right behind
No,
there.
it's not this lady.
No,
it's just behind it.
There's from the side. Light was not very promising. Are these the smaller ones you're talking about, Niels?
No.
No, behind the statue, right at the
There was a big glass case.
there is a big glass display case with even more little statues in.
It was really difficult to see it. Neil didn't see it at first as well. I literally just by accident because it's quite covered with big statues as well. So
Yeah.
you sort of feel awkward because the people coming there to pray, they actually go in and they go onto the carpet and they sit there and pray. So you don't want to walk through the whole place and start pointing cameras at things while they are actually
that's the whole
having
thing.
a moment there.
You know, you get your hands together, smile. So yeah, you sort of, and you know the monks in that set, so you sort of just like lift the camera. And there we go. So maybe they didn't see that. Yeah, obviously they did, but yeah. And this is just a doodad sign as well, where you can put your donations or offerings or whatever. Once again, as Nandi has pointed out, an amazing amount of incense. And then where things have modernized, if you're feeling a little bit more into the thing, there's the electric lights. It's just up the side again, just a little bit of, and it's handmade, you know what? So there's no machines or pre-cut or whatever. It is handmade. What are these things? They have all their toes, but they hold the roof up. Huh?
Yeah, those are the little statues that they put around the roof. Looks like they're holding the roof up.
Yes, it's astonishing to see that some of them actually looks like people faces and some of them have like chicken faces.
Yeah,
I don't know. If the one on the corner with the ball in his mouth, the last one, that one has a little chicken beak. I'm not sure about the symbol, but
I think it's also different for different temples. What I picked up at when we were at Udong, so it was also little statues holding up the roof, or symbolizes holding up the roof, but they were actually more of a monkey stature, where this has more of a bird person stature, and that is more of a monkey person stature that was holding up the pillars.
And these ones are all women.
Yes, it looks like they're all women.
I think it's only the corner ones that's not women.
Is it? Okay.
I don't think you took a
there's
photo.
the one with the beak has got a more male.
Yeah.
Look at it on the corner.
The corner ones is not women. The ones in between are women.
This is just down the side.
Now, this is just outside the temple.
All in all, it was a most. It was a really insightful, but it was a very pleasant. Okay, that's on the way home, so I think we've got enough there now. I wanted to see if we did the night photos that you asked about. But I think I have shown them already in the evening.
Yeah, the ones where they switched on the lights. Yeah.
I think that's the one you were talking about, which we have gone through here with the lights.
It's just beautiful.
The one where the big is that one.
That is.
Yeah, it's beautiful when they switch on the lights.
The photo does it well, but in real life, it's just
you can't. You can't explain the experience. I agree with you there, 100%, very much so. So something I haven't done yet. I must actually do this quickly. Did I say there? Please subscribe. Please, if you're watching this, like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. We'd like to have a few people like and subscribe, guys, and then as well as the matter of fact that we have an email address, motleymix2020@gmail.com. Anything that you would like us to talk about doesn't have to be Cambodia, it doesn't have to be places of interest. It's just sometimes it's really, really nice when you go and visit these places because we sit and wonder about them the same as what you do. And if you have any questions or anything like that about the places that we can maybe find out a little bit more about, if you have questions about other things, maybe you've got somebody interesting we can talk to, maybe you've got somebody interesting that we can get onto the show, maybe you're interesting, maybe you want to come on the show. please let us know. And we are always happy to have a lovely fat fun chat to you as well. So please like and subscribe as well. It's the only way that we get our videos out and about as well. And we are always open to constructive criticism. We delete hostile criticism. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, but yes, all in all, thank you very much. Please do subscribe and like. But I think it was a great day. We went late afternoon so that it wasn't that hot. So I would suggest either an early morning or late afternoon as such, because it is definitely a lot cooler. I think you are going to burn.
No, it's not a lot cooler. It's just the sun is gone.
You are kidding yourself. It wasn't any cooler because we went later in the afternoon. It was still hot.
The sun was gone.
Okay, but at least there's
We
no
didn't have the direct sunlight,
Yes.
but it was still 31 to 33 degrees outside.
And the humidity was to die of. It was really humid. The humidity was high. It was hectic.
Yeah, I think it was only a case of very high humidity that we felt yesterday afternoon. But luckily, we had a bit of precipitation, so we had rain, and that has quite broken the humidity.
Yeah, well, the rain's thrown up more than what we expected. It's rained more this year than what we really expected it to rain as well in Cambodia.
Yeah.
We've last year was a lot less. I don't know if it was supposed to be a dry season or not, but yeah.
Last year the rain started a lot earlier, and that's why the river turned around earlier as well last year. This year in Cambodia, because of the rain that only started, I think it was 2 months later than usual for the raining season. The raining season was also a lot shorter in comparison to all of the other times.
Yeah. But
yes, I do not think we've got the rain cases currently that they're having in Gauteng. I saw some people were swimming in parking lots and
Yes.
Gauteng, yeah.
In Victoria, especially in Montana Park area. It's near the shopping mall Colonnade, and there was literally people diving into the water in their parking lots and swimming on the floor in the parking lots. It's insane. People in Cineville Center, literally, they walked ankle deep into the water inside of the center to do their shopping. And
wow.
Yeah, no, it can get quite hectic in Gauteng, especially when it starts
it's
raining.
also not is it rainy season for them now?
Yeah,
Yes.
that rainy season. Well, actually, not until early December. It was actually only supposed to start properly early December. But they usually get rain from about late September. They start getting a bit of rain, but nothing this heavy before the December usually.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit abnormally large, but yeah, I don't think anyone's chasing rain away there at the moment because a little bit of droughts in certain areas, especially the Free State, Kalahari area, I think it is, but they are still desperately needing rain as well.
Yeah.
So
Divan says, yeah, the rain has been crazy.
what's it? Is this? Yeah, let's get him up there. Divan, Mr. DVD, the rain has been crazy, and he's got a little pop mind as well. Yeah. So yes, you had, but I don't suppose you had any need for leaving your romantic little hideaway yesterday, so the rain would not have bothered you. I don't think you were spending too much time at the pool, if I'm correct, Mr. D. Okay. No, well, from rainy seasons to a wonderful Wat Phnom that we've been through to absolutely beautiful. So where the start and the heart of Phnom Penh was, we'll try and find a little bit more about that. But otherwise, anything more from you guys?
He's never going to be a traffic cop.
Anything from you guys?
No direction.
I think the chat went quite well. We did give a lot of information, and also like it's nice to share with other people that does not have the opportunities to do what we are able to do. I think that
Yeah.
makes it a lot more worth it at the end. But that's
Yeah,
all from me.
Yes.
and if everything goes well and things pan out, you guys are going to the island. Where you going? Maybe you might be going to.
Yes, Karom Sanlum.
So we need a lot of photos, videos from you guys, so we can have a Sunday chat about that. And we are planning to go to Siem Reap to go and see the Angkor Wat temples. So yes, we will also make sure we bring a lot of videos and photos back so everybody can see, because we haven't seen that yet. We have been in Siem Reap, but just to go and be lazy, not to go and do sightseeing. So that is the plan for when we go and leave. So hopefully we have enough for you guys to see.
We shall come back with many episodes worth of ammunition.
Yes.
But otherwise, thank you very much, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for catching. From our side, thank you very much. Be good. Take care. Look after yourselves, and we see you next Sunday. Same time, same place.
Bye. Bye-bye. Be good.
Always. Just.